I'm not telling you again. What you need is just a slap around to make everything stop and kill the fall when you come back down. I'm not everything you want, I'm just a tease.
Okay, we're here with JConcepts Jason Ruona. Jason, tell us about your journey and your experiences so far of the World's warm-up in Argentina.
Well, we started in Dallas. We left direct from our Clash race. We went to Dallas, Texas. We met up with some of the other guys. Flew straight here. Great flight, pretty quick when you're sleeping, I guess. And so we got here just in time to do some practicing on Tuesday. A lot of the guys, you know, as we kind of covered a lot, is running into a lot of customs problems. All their RC gear sort of stuck in customs. I was kind of one of the guys that was able to get my personal belongings through. You know, they caught Ryan and Josh Alton with guys that are right in front of me. They kind of pulled some of their stuff aside, and I was able to kind of get through. So basically, whatever I brought with me is kind of what we're able to race with and practice with. Our boxes we shipped ahead of time have been here maybe 3 weeks now, sitting in customs, and every day is kind of a new story or a new amount of money that they would like to get it out. So, you know, one of the figures was $2,500 to get our 3 boxes out of customs, which just seems like a little bit too much to pay to kind of get that stuff out. So you try to negotiate a little bit, which there is some negotiation there, but you know, not really enough to the point where I kind of felt like we just needed to, you know, spend the $2,000 or whatever it's going to be to get those tires. I mean, we had enough stuff for Ryan to run. He's doing a great job so far. He's kind of come a long way. He's being competitive. He's, you know, within the top 3. He's trying to shoot for a time in the 20s. So far, he's in, you know, the low 30 range. So he thinks once he gets there that he'll be able to race with the guys. And we're doing it on, you know, very low budget amount of tires because that's all we got. So we got one more set left for the mains, and we're just kind of running a decent set in this last round, and we'll see how he does.
You mentioned the customs issues. How does that affect your thinking or your feelings looking ahead to the Worlds? I mean, what's your opinion?
Well, unless there's some type of major adjustment made, I don't see anybody getting any of their stuff, especially like if the tire manufacturers between, you know, Proline, aka ourselves, and the rest of the manufacturers, I don't see them getting that many tires over here for any decent amount of money, really. I mean, if they wanted $2,500 from me to get 3 boxes, I mean, I can't imagine if somebody tries to move a pallet of tires in here for the Worlds. I just don't see it happening. Yeah, of course, if you want to pay, I think you could get anything in, but it's like, you know, what's it really worth? You know, what are we trying to accomplish, and what is it worth at the end of the day? And I mean, obviously, there's going to be more racers coming in, more equipment, more cameras. Live RC is going to come in, and what's going to happen with those guys? You know, get in here and have a lot of equipment. I just don't see it working out very well.
Now, having spoken myself to the organizers, they did say that a lot of things are going to change. It's going to be more, you know, much easier to get through customs. There are going to be lists and everything. I think we can only hope that that's the case.
Yeah, I mean, that's really the only hope. I mean, I don't see it going very well, just because, you know, so far it hasn't worked out really well for anybody. I know, you know, we're racing now. Everybody's, you know, that's all anybody could talk about when we first got here was, you know, did your stuff come in? Did you get your stuff? And you know, now we're racing, and it's been a lot better because guys are focusing on racing, which is why we're here, which is nice. But that issue is going to be going to remain, and I think everyone's had the same problem. So it's going to affect people's mindset coming back for the race.
If we take a step back, just you know, the reason for being here is for practice and a warm-up. Do you support the concept of a practice, or do you think it's a bit of a waste of money?
Well, I think there's a couple ways to do it, or a couple ways to think about it. You know, if I'm working here with Ryan this weekend, I almost think of it as a way that you can kind of get away with some of these guys and test for almost any race, not just the Worlds. It so happens that you're at a track where the Worlds is going to be, so you can gear up for that. But at the same time, you're getting racing competition, 6 rounds of qualifying, These guys can make changes, and if they are either struggling or doing well with their car, they have a lot of opportunity to make improvements, not only for this track, but for a lot of other tracks. You know, lots of times these guys go out on a closed track and they test all this stuff, and oh yeah, it's great, everything's working fine, and then they get in competition, they don't like anything. But now at least they're running against the best guys. You know, I don't know who's really missing from here, other than a few guys, and now they can test it against the best, and maybe that's going to help, you know, help our tires, help our products, you know, coming down the road. It help maybe some of these guys developing their car stuff. So to me, it's kind of like two things going at once. You know, you can test for the worlds, plus it's your opportunity to get on a track like we never see. You know, we don't see a track like this very often, and it, you know, gives us an opportunity to get out there and test what we got.
Okay, Jason, Ruona there.